Starting group. John Collins out there. Clint Capella. Then it's Maxey, and it's the captain in at the 1. And for Indiana, we've got Miles Turner. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Buckets in at the 2-guard spot. Well, Doris, this has a chance to be an old-school physical matchup. Two teams that place a heavy emphasis on rebounding.
And their rationale is simple, B.A. It's about winning the possession battles. If you board it well on both ends of the floor, number one, you're limiting your opponent to one shot, generally speaking, and you're creating multiple opportunities on every offensive possession. There is a reason you emphasize rebounding the basketball.
Siakam, right side. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
Maxey on the wing, defended by Halliburton. 13 feet out. Collins, no good. Indiana on offense. Pass to Halliburton. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
Maxey against Halliburton. Tips it up, controls the rebound and the putback.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
To the inside, Black. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Bennedict Mathurin, the 6th overall pick in 2022. The Pacers' highest pick in 34 years, Doris.
Incredible to think, B.A., that Indiana hadn't selected that high since 1988, and yet somehow, despite playing in a small market and without high draft selections, they were consistently in the playoffs up until the last several years. A real testament to the competitive spirit of the organization.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's the captain. Last game, he had 28 points. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Siakam, right side. And is blocked. Carter from outside. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Black passes to Turner. And Carter with the block. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's the captain. And on offense, he's been a force, scoring over 30 a game. Kicks it out to Collins. Connects. The jumper drops. And that ties it up.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved. Hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Siakam outside. Stolen by Carter. Now here's Maxey. The D's right on him. The captain. That's good.
Timeout. Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
I think if you get out-rebounded by that wide a margin, it speaks to a lack of energy and effort, and that's problematic.
right, now let's take a look at the teams that do the best job protecting the rim. In third, Indiana, the 76ers, fourth.
Well, both of these teams really shine on the defensive end, especially when it comes to their shot blocking. So we could be in for a low-scoring game.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Haliburton. 29 points for him last game against Denver.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
Here's the captain. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's Haliburton. 4-point game. Pass to Turner. No good there. Capella with the defensive effort. Inside, here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins, taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
Pulls it. Black, no good. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 15-5 run. And it's Capella with the jam.
A threat to hammer home the alley-oop. Capella, his timing on these plays is tremendous.
Here's Black. He's checked by Carter. Lets it go from 14. Jump shot is good. Black's got 5 points.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Collins outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Three-pointer, Haliburton. Capella with a rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And here are the Pacers now, after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now here's Haliburton, tightly guarded. Takes a 13-footer.
Right now they're losing ground. I mean, they might need to switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Personal foul, second team foul.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
The first free throw is good. We're about halfway through the regular season here, Grant. We've had some surprising teams and players.
Yeah, you know, every season we have at least one team that exceeds expectations and one that kind of lets us all down. But what I love the most is seeing breakout players that take this league by storm.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Indiana calls timeout.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Clint Capella.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
Here's the captain. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Black. He's checked by Carter. A step-back shot. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. Black's gotten his third basket of the night. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Maxey against Halliburton. Goes up at the stripe. And here's another one for the Sixers.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Now here's Halliburton. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Shot clock at 6. Here's Black. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Black's got 10 points.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Up top, Maxey, defended by Halliburton. And Capella gets it to go.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Halliburton outside. Siakam outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Black. He's checked by Carter. Here's Siakam. And it's blocked by Collins. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's the captain. He's got 6. Pass to Capella. Now Carter. The 3 ball. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Carter taking 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3.
Boy, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Fires from deep. Black, no good. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And he lobs it up. Lays it up and banks it in. Capella's got 8 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Halliburton for 3. Turner passes to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. To halt the run. Drops in the 3. He's got 7.
Now this is his game, right? Halliburton wants you to forget how deadly he is from 3-point territory. Look out.
And Philadelphia calls time here. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, they definitely made some plays, but never got into any kind of rhythm and just couldn't keep up.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
Now let's take a minute to see the top free throw shooters in the rookie class. Pass to Mr. Moves. Here's the captain. Outside Carter. The three is up. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Shot's good by Black.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's the captain. 6 points for him. Deflected.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Here's Halliburton. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
We're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Siakam. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. It'll be Pacers ball. Of course, one big advantage for Quentin Grimes. He is strong.
B.A., we are talking about 6'5", 210 pounds of elite athleticism. There's power on the defensive end, and on the offensive end, this guy is a tremendous knockdown shooter. A wealth of potential with Quentin Grimes.
Now here's Siakam. 11 points for him last game against Denver.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Here's Halliburton. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Tyrese Halliburton, that thin frame didn't matter a lick. Brushes off the contact. Love the grittiness there.
The open shot, Siakam. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Here's Carter. It's tipped. Halliburton. And he slams it in one-handed.
Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
A minute 39 left to play in the first quarter. The captain, that's good.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now here's Siakam. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Siakam's got 6.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Mr. Moves. Defended by Halliburton. Halliburton with the steal. Now here's Siakam. Tight defense on him. And a missed layup.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Out to the wing. Down low. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Substitution for your Pacers, Thomas Bryant. Andrew Nembhard.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. 15 points in the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside Carter. Let's go with a three. Philadelphia, the rebound. Pass to the captain. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Drummond grabs the miss.
So disruptive defensively out beyond the arc.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More 2K action in just a moment. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 17 points was their biggest margin. So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. We've got Maxey, and it's Mr. Moves in at the 2.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Here's Nembhard. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Indiana ball.
Halliburton outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Mr. Moves the pass to Maxey. Pass to Mr. Moves. 6 to shoot. And Capella gets it to go. Capella's got 10.
You got to do more than that to slow Capella. He doesn't let the defense rattle him at all.
Siakam outside. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Nembhard. Halliburton right side. Tipped. Here's Mr. Moves. He's covered by Siakam. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
That one drops for him.
Tyrese Halliburton has demonstrated terrific improvement running the offense, especially with how he moves the basketball.
Right wing. Here's Grimes. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And the 76ers lead by 16. For Indiana, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Well, Doris, teams averaged over 114 points per game last year. the highest league-wide number since the 60s. Why is that?
I think several things go into that, BA, and I'll begin with the skill of these players. Really, the shooting off the dribble, the range shooting have been major factors in picking up the scoring pace, and then the pace of the game as well. Then you look at multi-tool big men who can step out and make three-point shots. As always, several factors contribute to the higher scoring.
Look at the stats for him. Here's Black. He buries it from three. Black's got 16 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher, and his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Simons outside. Rebound by the 76ers. 17 points was their biggest margin. It's stolen. Here's Nembhard. 11 points for him last game against Denver. Here's Turner. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Capella.
Right, this is the size of Miles Turner because he's so skilled at using it to pick up these fouls.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
Well, Miles Turner understands how to use his size and length. Doesn't matter if he's blocking shots or going for his high release point jump shot.
That one misses.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. For three, Maxey. To the wing, right side. Here's Grimes. Tries yet again. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Over to the left wing. The shot. And then Turner with the dunk.
You love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
Here's Maxey, and it's rejected. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? Taking a look at Philadelphia, here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference. And checking out Indiana, back 3 games.
Checking out the Pacers, you have to acknowledge that they've really hung tough this season, avoiding a lot of the bumps in the road that other contenders have gone through.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here's Grimes, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Here's Nesmith. Simons outside, puts it up. Here's Turner. Oh, it's stolen. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Listen, Indiana is not a free agent hotspot, but you ask Tyrese Halliburton, it's a great place to play. He said, quote, Midwest nice is a real thing. The genuineness of the people, the way they act. I really value people waving as you walk by or smiling. That matters to me. That small town feel, that Midwest feel. Brian?
Yeah, he seems right at home, Allie. Thank you. Simons against Maxey. Pass to the monster. Here's Grimes. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Well, you're talking 6'11" and big-time length. Send it back, Mr. Turner.
Out to the right wing. There's Neesmith with the three. Sinks it from distance. Neesmith's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
This group of 4s and 5s have been unreal of late. The best shooting percentages for the bigs over the last 10 games. Clint Capella is second.
There's a lot of physicality from this group, but also great touch from the field. Most of these guys possess a nice blend of strength and finesse.
And all with an outstanding work ethic as well. Constant effort and motion, always doing whatever they can to get the best possible position and the ultra-high percentage shot.
Clock at 4. Grimes' shot is off.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Nembhard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. There's Neesmith with the 3. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Grimes, the pass to Maxey. To stop the drought. And he lays it in.
Tyrese Maxey.
Maxey's got 8 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Here's Black. And Carter with the block. Carter on the wing. 4-3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Neesmith. Turner inside. Drummond defending. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. He's going to go on Andre Drummond.
At the line for Indiana, Miles Turner.
Shooting 2. And that one falls for Turner. And he makes both free throws.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Here's the captain. He's got 12. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Indiana has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. From 13. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Back to Collins. Shot clock at 6. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First team foul. At the line for the 76ers. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Last time, free throw shooting was their kryptonite.
Oh, hey! How about that?
Amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Drummond passes to Collins, and there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And he lobs it up top. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Here's Black. He's checked by Carter. Gets the 3 ball to go. Black's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Here's the captain. He's got 15. Collins inside. Outside Carter. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta. Carter's got 14 points.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's buckets. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
The captain, pass to Maxey. Here's the captain. From the high post, good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
John Collins. First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Indiana, Pascal Siakam.
One shot.
That's good from Siakam.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
Here's the captain. 17 points in the game. score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Black. The 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Black's got 9 points now in the quarter.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's the captain. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Team foul. At the line for the 76ers.
First one falls for him.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Good on both. Indiana trailing here.
2 minutes.
Siakam outside. There's the drive. And then Siakam with the jam.
Boy, the power of Pascal put it on the deck and with authority.
1:46 left in the first half of basketball. And there's the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. To the middle. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, that's called positioning. Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Pass to Collins. Over Siakam. Offensive rebound. The captain. That's good. The captain's got 11 points in the quarter.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Siakam outside. Turner with it. Drummond defending. Turner against Drummond. Clock at 6. Halliburton for 3. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to the captain. Siakam with the defensive effort.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Collins against Halliburton. Here's buckets. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 6th assist of the night. Here's Maxey. Collins, the open look. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Sixers on top, up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Right out of the gate, it was Philly setting the tone. They put together one great play after another, and at one point, led by as many as 17. That lead was whittled down by the end of the quarter, leaving them up by 5 after 1. Things got dicey in the second quarter as the tables turned, but they still had enough left in the tank to finish the half up by 3. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your take on that?
It's great to see a team going inside, challenging the defense in the paint. You don't see that mentality as often in today's game. So much is perimeter. Guys want to stay on the outside. They don't want to get wet exits.
And over to you, big fella. Your thoughts on the Pacers' first half?
It's pretty simple. They took care of the ball. They made smart passes and limited turnovers. I'm sure they talked about it coming into the game. Let's see if they can keep it tight in the second half, though.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's the captain. Miles Turner out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Haliburton, and it's Black in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Maxey. The shot misses. Haliburton with some nice D. Here's Black. Here's Turner. And he converts the layup. Turner's got 8.
Miles Turner covered tightly, but nonetheless scores it. That is really well done.
And Maxey, here we go. Shoots over Haliburton. And it's Maxey missing.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Pass to Buckets for the lead. Here's Turner. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. 10 points for him.
I'll tell you, so polished and so confident this close to the cup. Miles Turner doing work.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. For 3, Maxey on target from range. And the 76ers lead by 2.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Haliburton, the pass to Black. Jacks up a 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Carter, good.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Yep, that one's good. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Benedict Mathurin talked about his motivation. He said, quote, a lot of people play a sport because they have talent, but I play for a different reason. I want to be one of the greatest players ever, and I want to take care of my family. I made that promise to myself when I was very young, and I have no choice but to be great. That's the way it is. B.A.?
All right, Allie, thank you. Good reporting there. From downtown, the offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Collins. Shoots over Siakam. And again, it's Philadelphia.
He's capable of torching you from there. Collins has great confidence in his mid-range jumper.
Siakam, right side. Capella with a block. Outside Carter. Capella, the pass to Collins. Capella against Turner. Shot clock at 5. And they're running. Here's Buckets. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Buckets has got 12. Maxey surveys. Collins outside. Back to Maxey. Carter from outside. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
check out just how the points have been divided between the starters and the bench for the Pacers. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Halliburton. Oh, Halliburton not backing down.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Carter. The three is up. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, that is about recognition right there from Tyrese Halliburton. He recognizes the overcommitment, makes the defense pay.
Here's the captain. He's got 25. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Halliburton outside. Here's Siakam. Collins with the rebound.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
And that one falls for Carter. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Puts up a deep three. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 11.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half. Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Siakam, pass to Halliburton. Over Maxey. Halliburton misses.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And it's Capella with the jam.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Halliburton outside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Well, Thomas Bryant is the kind of length to get well above the rim. Nicely done. Great target on an alley-oop.
Here's the captain. And on offense, he's been a force, scoring over 30 a game. Up top, Capella. Outside, Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Maxey's got 13.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
The Sixers leading. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. With the 10-footer. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And Collins with the slam.
Throw it anywhere near Collins, he'll take care of the rest, putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Tries to break his ice. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Boy, Pascal Siakam can put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has the physicality that you love.
First free throw is good. And the 76ers making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Siakam hits them both. Here's the captain. 25 points in the game. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Pass to Buckets. Stolen by Carter. Maxey with it. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Philadelphia has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Here's the captain. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The captain's got 27 points.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Nembhard. Maxey covering. Siakam banked it in off the glass. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's showing you that Siakam understands in pick and roll. If I can get myself to open space, I'll get an open shot.
Now a timeout called by Philadelphia. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
The 2K leaderboard lights up with the league's top scoring teams. Second, Philadelphia.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
The monster, the pass to Collins. Here's Grimes. Pass to Capella. Now here's Maxey. And they recover it. Yabusele booked that. And the 76ers lead by 13.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Haliburton on the wing. Maxey covering. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Boy, the ability of Thomas Bryant to play over the top of the defense, so impressive. Gets long and finishes with authority.
Maxey passes to Capella. Shoots over Bryant. And Capella gets it to go. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
And what do you know? Capella with the high percentage look. That's his motto.
Siakam, right side. Shoots over Collins. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist by Haliburton.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Inside. Here's Collins. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
The contact wasn't going to hold Collins down. He explodes into it and finds the shot.
Here's Buckets. And Grimes pulls it down. Grimes has got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one is stuffed right through.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Haliburton against Maxey. Here's Buckets. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Maxey passes to the monster. Pacers with a rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Yep, count it. Nembhard's got his first basket.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. It's going to be on Thomas Bryant.
At the line for the 76ers, Quentin Grimes.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.127 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Nembhard. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
For three, Maxey. Capella. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 16.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. Five on the clock. Steps back and fires. Rebound by the 76ers. Capella's Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to the monster. Again, the Sixers score.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Haliburton against Maxey. Will it go? Can't connect from short range. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of this kind of communication and connection between teammates, leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Taking a look at Philadelphia, we've got John Collins, Clint Capella out there with Tyrese Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Here's Haliburton. It's stolen by Maxey, and he's all alone. Here's Grimes. Buckets with a rebound.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Here's Turner. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
The ability to play through contact, so important for Miles Turner. He's got the size and strength to finish through it.
Outside Maxey. Capella inside. He's against Turner. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
At the line for the 76ers, Clint Capella. At the line for one.
One shot.
They're one of the best rim runners in the game. Capella is underappreciated at times because he doesn't fit the mold of the modern big. But he rebounds, defends, and takes shots he knows he can make.
Pass to Nesmith. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Capella, and the slam dunk by Capella.
Time after time, it's been Capella. He's doing damage.
Simons outside. Here's Black from deep. Capella with a rebound.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Here's Collins. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Nesmith. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella. Here's Turner. Pass to Nesmith. Back in 2020, you were in the Orlando bubble doors, called the NBA Finals. What was that experience like?
It was the most unusual circumstance I've ever been put in the game of basketball. I hate the idea that people call it the, quote, bubble title. Please know that that was grueling to have been away from your family for several months at a time in the most unusual of circumstances. But here's what I know unequivocally. I hope we never go back.
Simons, left side, shoots from the baseline. Capella with a rebound.
Because of his quick reactions, he was able to stay with the opponent and contest the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
And it's Maxey missing.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
To the paint. Excellent D there from Capella.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Stolen. Simons with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Pass to McConnell. And Grimes pulls it down. Grimes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Launches it. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Collins, no good.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art. Changing shots without making contact. Sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
team. They're amazing. Thanks, everybody.
Here's the captain. Pass to Collins. Here's Drummond. Turner covers. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
Simons outside. Well, the final minute of a game can take up to 20 minutes of real time or longer. Is that something the league needs to look at, Doris?
You know, BA, I think they've already tried to do that. They've already changed some of the timeout situations. Some of the reviews come directly from Secaucus while game action is going on. The fact of the matter is there will always be strategy implementation late game that's going to extend the duration. I think the league has already addressed it to the degree they can.
Grimes, the pass to Drummond. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
This is what we call strength from a veteran big man. Andre Drummond, no stranger to taking punishment and scoring through it.
Simons. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Grimes has got 6 rebounds in the game. Up top, Carter. To the inside. They grab their own miss. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
A tremendous athlete. Collins showing his quickness to the ball and taking advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Shooting for Philadelphia, John Collins. At the line for 1.
One shot.
Free throw is good from Collins.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Indiana's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. McConnell with it. Now Carter defending. Black. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Black's got 30 points.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Here's Mr. Moves. And Turner with the block. And they get it back. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Indiana Pacers. On Friday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
It's good.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Here's the captain. He's marked by McConnell. The captain, that's good.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And for Indiana, they're shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Here's Black. Pass to Nesmith. You rack up all those frequent flyer miles, Doris, covering games all around the NBA. So do you have a favorite city?
BA, I would start with, it's been an honor to have covered games in all 30 NBA cities. I think what I'm most curious about is expansion. Do we go back to Seattle? Is there a team eventually in Las Vegas? These are exciting cities perhaps on my horizon.
Here's buckets. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal foul. First team foul. 2 shots.
First one falls. George, the league has always been invested in the G League. A few years in now with 2-way contracts, it's been a success as well.
There's no doubt about that, BA. Here's why it's important. For stretches of the season, you can bring those G League players up, and they can get real opportunities on an NBA roster and at NBA level competition. But on the moments where there aren't those opportunities, they can go to the G League and get incredible experience in the system, understanding what the operations of the team are. It's great for both players and teams.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to Black. There's the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The captain's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Collins. And the basket is good. Collins has got 13 in the second half.
Fantastic concentration by Collins. Beating good D is what separates the good from the great in this league.
Here's buckets. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Maxey against Halliburton. And it's Maxey missing. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Black. Around the league, we're increasingly seeing former players in front office positions.
It's so true, B.A., and we need even more former players in those roles. They bring a perspective that a lot of front offices just don't have. They can add value with their experience. I really like this move.
Siakam finds Halliburton. Pass to Turner. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Black. They get it again. That one's all for him. 6 for 11 now.
Terrific rim protection, impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Here's Halliburton. And it's good for 2. Halliburton's got 21 points in the game.
He's so disciplined as a playmaker. Tyrese Halliburton sees what's happening. Is just going to take the opportunity.
Outside Carter takes a 3. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Siakam in the post. Collins defending. Nice shot by Turner.
Well, Miles Turner has earned the trust of his coaches. He's got the green light in these catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Pass to Collins. Oh, Siakam with the block.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Black. Out left to the wing. Buckets. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Give him 20. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Maxey against Halliburton. Pass to Carter. Tipped. Here's the captain. Shot clock at 6. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. And the 76ers another 3.
You have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game. Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the 76ers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
And it's clear who the better team is. They sweep the 4-game season series, just dominating them.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the captain.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And he's going for the lob, and then Turner with the dunk.
If you find the defense sleeping, Miles Turner has the length and athleticism to make that look easy.
Here's the captain. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.